Hello, hello. Welcome to Late Night Rando. I am Fear Agent, and joining me today is Ikeer. Ikeer, how you doing?
I'm doing all right tonight. How are you doing, Pierre?
Doing well. We've got some influ keys. Don't forget to track us with 12 points, represented by PRD Wong on the left, and then BDI representing Risky and Terrible Gambits on the right, looking for their first win of the season. You might have a little bit of bias in this race, right?
A little bit. PRD is my teammate, but as long as we have a good race, like the race that was last night, then yeah, we'll just be good for the people to watch.
Right. It's always fun to watch your teammates. It's tough when they lose, but at least you get a rag on them a little bit in the commentary booth while they do it.
I'm going to keep my internal screaming to myself.
Sure. So we're playing influ keys, where it's an inverted start, key sanity, and then the flu part is we've got an activated flute. So pretty common strat to start the seed off with is flute immediately to Misery Mire and check those two checks in the Mire shed.
Yeah, they're free early 2 checks. They're easy to run to. Just got to dodge a Verdactyl, and then looks like that's what PRD may be doing, but BDI is trying to get a tree pull and not doing so well.
That's the tough part, is everything hits like a truck here.
Oh, and PRD also gets hit.
Yeah, that one.
We're believing now.
Like
okay. Yeah, that's rough getting jumping in that water and just getting hit by the Verdactyl. I think I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, that's tough. Take 2. All right, so Ether is the Mire medallion, if we ever need to get in there. And then BDI just going right to Thieves Town.
Or at least opening up. Oh, early mirror from PRD. And
that is huge. Yeah, mirror is like the best item in inverted, so having that right away is really nice. Can't use it till we get to the light world, but
when you get there, it makes routing so much better.
Yeah. BDI tried to farm a couple of bombs.
He finds them right in C-shape.
Yeah. 0 for 2, but gets them in C-shaped house, so we'll be able to do that check. And then PRD going to take a look inside Thieves Town.
Of course, will BDI immediately flute back into Pipe Cave with these bombs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got one of the 4. And PRD finds bombs in Thieves
More
Town.
Bombs, yeah. Bombs are kind of what you're looking for early. Early pod key.
Pod small. How soon do you go to pod in this mode?
Not until I have reason to be honest.
Yeah, I can see that.
A key is nice, but yeah, you gotta have rupees. You always kind of want at least a couple of keys. One key will put a couple things in logic though. So
yeah, if you get a bow, also if you get a second key, you can clear pretty much everything out. Oh, early boots in this one. We're not gonna have boots in GT today.
Nice. Early boots is always nice.
At least a sword. Get it here.
A sword would be really nice too.
Yeah, I've seen enough boots in GT that just getting them early, both our runners are going to be happy with that.
Oh, for sure.
Covering each other's tracks at the moment. I guess got some money. Also go down and do some archery game into dig game.
Yeah, $20 is all you need for the archery game. So you'll probably see him do it once or twice. I think having enough money to get into pod, I think, is kind of the important thing.
Yeah, and if you do get Light World access, having enough for Bottle Vendor as well.
Yeah.
Dora's not so much concern yet, because we still need Light World access.
Yeah, we have none of the Light World access items that we need so far.
Oh, second pod small.
All right. Still logically doesn't change much, but it's always nice to have. That'll let you get into the back. BDI gonna go get their mirror, so that's good.
Yep, our first look at dig game.
A lot of digs too.
They getting a lot of money from it though, so making money back. Oh, I missed that Skullwood small key is in Meyer Shed. That's important to have one, I think, going into Meyer, because if you use that one that's in there, there isn't a guaranteed one, so you could be stuck waiting for a Skullwood small in order to get one.
Yeah, having that one early is nice. All right, so
PDI. Do head cave.
Get the 5 checks here. Don't die. Oh, there's a third pod key. Wow.
3. I want to forget a fourth one in here. That would really tempt me to go to pod.
For sure.
Castle Tower. Ooh. It's also dangerous.
Yeah. Need a lamp to access that second one logically, but still could be able to get both now. Don't have a way to kill anything yet though, so I lied. Can't really get those.
No, yeah, you want something other than bombs. I don't think bombs puts in logic, but a lot of health back here. Having 4 hearts is a lot better than having 3 in this inverted mode.
I think 5 is the number you want though, because like most things do 2 hearts of damage. So
right, I think Murderactyls do 4.
Yeah, right? So they're gonna kill you no matter what. But getting out, getting an extra one never hurts. So I think I'd be tempted to do Skull Woods before pod.
But I would also, because they're free. The items are pretty practically free there. There they don't require any items, and they both got their third pod smalls pretty much simultaneously.
Right.
So PRD is going to Skull Woods.
It's interesting that we have 0 light rolled items, right? We have no hammer, no moon pearl, no glove, and we've done a lot of checks. See if we can get something out of Skull Woods. So all of the front of Skull Woods is in logic because you could just drop down regardless of the keys and grab any of it.
One thing PRD did not do coming over here was he did not peek the bumper ledge.
Yeah, I think that's fine, especially with the mirror. Okay, so there's our moon pearl.
Piece 1.
That's big. Yeah. But the mirror, when you go through the light world, you can always just check it later. Maybe you have a.
That's true. That may be what he's doing. Because you want to go check what's on Lumberjack. You start with boots. We have an Agate Tower small key. We're halfway to having that logic.
Mm-hmm. Turtle Rock key. Logically need 4 of those, but a lot of times, especially with the mirror, you can just go backwards, skip most of the keys. This is a fun room to do with no items to help you. Oh, BDI going right to pod. All right.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely a play. You got 3 small keys. We asked when would be your good time to go to pod. I think 2 would be mine. Ooh, we set the Murderactyl after him. That's gonna be rough here.
Oh no, that's everything hits hard. Everything hits hard.
Yeah, barely do a mountain.
Yeah, you can get. Let's see, no glove, so you can get 2 checks.
2 checks, plus he's got a blue cane that he got out of Skull Woods, so it is possible to use the blue cane to get the guards. And you forgot to rescue old man.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of runners just skip this. It's such a slow check, but it does have the moon pearl, so.
No, wait, it's not logic. He doesn't have anything. I guess he has the mirror to get back once he does that. And he has the boots to make it faster. Okay, BDI going back to pod. Okay, dodging the Murderactyl this time.
It's the boots almost make it worse. You know what I mean? Like, because you want to go fast, and there's no sword to help you get through some of these dash lines. So
and they hit hard, like you said.
Yeah, it's really hard.
That Birdactyl will trigger if it's on screen when you're trying to boot up. You saw him go a little bit to the farther to the left in order to avoid it. So let's see if Pod has anything for BDI.
All right, nothing on Spec Rock. And Purity can get the item inside Spec Rock too. It really feels like there's going to be something here, right? With all those early keys. Ooh,
That was Swamp Small. Yeah.
I missed the old man. I didn't see what he gave us.
He's
got to be. I like the mirror there, just because he was going to die to those boulders, and it's kind of a bad death.
Yeah, that was heads up.
The ice rod.
Okay, well, that's part of Turtle Rock, but we don't necessarily need it yet.
So there's 4. All the stuff here is 4 key locked, but that's not going to stop us from going here with 3. All right, nothing inside Spec Rock.
I like to say it was probably just 1 key you haven't found yet, so
yeah,
I would treat this like I had 4. Beardy's not going to go over and do right side, the mountain.
Yeah, he's feeling the pod play too.
There's a piece of heart on the right side and a piece of heart on the left side.
I'm just trying to think what are we going to get in the one in logic check that we've got. Cash.
We have not checked the Steples basement yet, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one that we have left that's in logic. Oh man. Ooh. That really stinks because now he's got to reset the room. Yeah, he's got to go back down in the basement to reset it. With the might want to just go out the door. That way, if you miss it, you don't have to go all the way back.
Yeah, you're a little bit closer then. I think you also have less time to set it up if you come from the south than if you come from the north. I like coming from the north in that respect. But in this case, yeah, he's got it now, I think. You're also coming back for that check in the basement.
All right, so we got to navigate this without any weapons. This can always be scary, and again, everything in here is going to do 1 heart of damage, so you got to be careful.
Oh, he's not on his way to the bottom yet. There he goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, a
bug.
That's 6 key locks.
It sure is. And takes the death there. That's. I think you just leave that one, right?
I think you skip it. Yeah. Well, you don't have any way of getting through there. I mean, Ice Rod is okay, but you have like 1 shot with it. Go check the Steples basement. It's in logic. Oh, going right side. Okay.
I mean.
Oh, Purity just got a fairy on the bridge.
Okay.
Has to reset the room.
I'm surprised BDI didn't do Stalfos drop down because that to the right side, right?
Yeah, and then it kind of like just flows into each other.
Yeah. See how his mimic clip is.
Oh, got full magic now. It's a good drop. Oh, Kabir, do you make it through the maze? Looks like. Possibly. Might have gotten lost.
I think he's got it. There it is. Heart piece.
Piece of heart.
Yep.
Oh yeah, BDI will not suffer from having skipped that. All right, let's see what our in-logic check is.
It's not here.
No.
What?
Looking at probably a Super Bunny then.
Super Bunny?
Or
What else
first
do we
just an
have?
Agate Tower. We can.
Yeah.
Agate Tower is easy to do with the blue cane once you get the full magic. And BDI has the full magic. He just has to do a Spike Cave in order to get the blue cane. Oh, there's a
Samaria. Yeah, that's nice.
That's a good thing to sequence break early.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially once you get that light world access on the mountain, and you can do. You're a fire rod away from fire rod and TR big and a TR small away from tracks.
Yeah. That'd be fun times with their equipment. Okay, so BDI needs to go to Skull Woods, get their Moon Pearl, right?
Moon Pearl and Burna, yeah. And that looks like that's the play here.
So logically, we have Super Bunny and
Aga 1.
Aga 1.
That's really it.
With King of Burna, that just stinks.
Just a map on Bumper Ledge. Okay, won't punish PRD for being that, but he will go later when it takes longer with the Emir. PRD probably going back to Mountain here, I would guess.
I think so, yeah.
Or
Pyramid Ledge.
Oh no, we have Pyramid Ledge. We keep forgetting Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a one-off, so it's easy to forget. Man, these rudders living dangerously with these dashes without a sword. Everything just hits so hard.
Yeah. I got trapped by the.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not that big of a deal because, King of Samaria. Yeah. A hook shot. Okay.
Oh, that
opens up a lot. Yep.
Okay, so BDI goes there.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, since we have access to the mountain here with the hook shot, we can get into the light world in the portal and then hook shot over and Paradox. With the mirror, we've got checks in Turtle Rock.
We have a lot of checks there, and you get to avoid the nastiness that's on the top of the mountain there.
Yeah.
Finals are no joke trying to get over there with. Oh yeah, it's 6 hearts now. You can take a hit. If you can dodge them, why not?
Yeah. What's nice is with just with the mirror, just mirror and do Super Bunny right here.
I guess Moon Pearl.
That's good. All right, what do we got? We got a small key to Hyrule Castle. That's really nice to have before you go into the light world, because you could start it at Flute Spot 4 and just go through Hyrule Castle, do all Hyrule Castle, and then it takes you all the way through Sanctuary, and then head over to Kakariko Lost Woods area from there. That's a really nice item to find early.
It is a great route to take, and I've never had one in all the practice seats I've done here.
Yeah.
So it's good to have one. First sword for PRD, and top of Paradox.
Thieves Town big. All right.
Thieves big without the Thieves small or the hammer.
Yeah, I feel there's no rush to do that when you hopefully have the rest of the light world open soon.
You're gonna have so many checks up here anyways. You're about to have more things to do.
Yeah.
You remember the trick that you can mirror into a hookshot cave from the back if you do not have a glove.
I did not realize this. That's awesome. I never thought about doing this. Of course, I haven't played this a lot, but
it's something that can only happen if you have the activated flute for input keys, because otherwise you need a glove to get up there if you don't.
Right. There's pod 4. And another
a skull 3.
Is it? Wow.
I think we've seen all the Skullwoods now. Expecting a fire rod soon.
All right, so BDI kind of making the same plays, but lost a little bit of time with a couple of those overruled deaths. We'll need to get to Pyramid to get that hook shot. Feels like that's going to be our logic.
Yeah, the only BDI has left is doing Agate Tower or doing Paradox, or not Paradox, Super Bunny, which we have not seen yet from PRD.
Yeah. With Berna, I think Samaria. We probably use Samaria, right, on these cards. Ice Rod's not going to do.
Rod him.
Yeah, Ice Rod's not going to do anything. I think PRD is deciding whether or not
taking the time to get the key, and that's he already opened the door. He had ouch. He had one key already, and you're out of magic. You need to bomb there. BI. Got him. Nice.
Oh, nice reward.
Full magic and pod 5.
Pod 5. Wow.
Well, that book's coming in Logic pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The PRD spot here, I don't know if I'd be going for this key because with the mirror, the only key you really need is the one to get to Trinex. You still need Fire Rod and T are big for that.
Yeah.
So I'd be skipping this guy. Oh, it takes a second.
Yeah, that's tough.
Maybe I get the second chest here in Agate Tower. I can't tell where they are.
Yeah, like using bombs here to get through here. Maybe even burn us since just got that full magic.
I think he's on left now. Perhaps.
Yeah, I think he's too high.
He's in the top section.
Is PRD done? Yeah, PRD's done.
The hammer!
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
that is
big.
Huge. So Lamp has got to be here soon, right?
I imagine so. Yeah, that's a big hammer. Good thing that BDI persevered on that.
Yeah, for sure. That's gonna be huge.
Oh, good dodge. Good dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Right, ether. And we're done. So surprisingly, BDI is actually going to give us our first look at Super Buddy Cave.
And I don't know if the hammer opens up much in.
No, it's just good to have. Ooh, there's ether.
There's our way into both dungeons. Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a sword to take him in the mire, so that's good.
Or even Turtle Rock either. Spiral Cave is nothing.
Hopefully at this point they're going to realize it's Pyramid. Yeah, it looks like that's what
it looks like it. Yeah.
Oh no. So far, I think the game is winning against our two.
I think so. Yeah. It's the danger of the boots, I'm telling you. Like, you want to dash, you want to go fast. That's the whole point of this. But without a sword, it makes it super dangerous.
Oh, yeah, going this way instead. You do have the hammer, so this is probably quicker.
I don't know if it's quicker, but it might be a little bit safer. There's no murder dactyls. All right, there's the Thieves Town. Oh, no.
But will PRD go into Agate to get the hammer is the question.
Where's the lamp?
This bridge?
Just more cash. All right, we will see Crystal Roller Room, and BDI gets their hook shot, so that's good.
And remembers flutes.
I'd almost restart with the 1.5 hearts. It's like going on
that's
the mountain
fair.
is dangerous. I guess you could probably hope for a fairy up by the portal. All right, what do we got here? $20.
What have
Is
we
it
not seen in TR? We haven't seen. I think we've seen everything with the.
Yeah, which is locked by 4 keys, so that's not in logic.
Going straight to Thief's Town.
So I wonder if it's like the maiden cell has the lamp to get the hammer to then logically finish Thief's Town. I don't know.
That's going to be a definite advantage BDI. I guess BDI will have both
Yeah,
big key, the small key, and the hammer to be able to get that chest. So if something's there, PRD could be in trouble. PRD did not get that hammer. I don't know when they're going to get back there. If they find like a glove here to get them into a glove won't do it. They need 2 pieces. Yes.
both gloves are here.
Both gloves could be here. Double French vanilla.
Yeah.
All right, BDI getting important stuff in here.
Yeah, getting his sword is going to be a real boon. Trying to piece together the logic, right? The hammer's locked by the lamp. The desert big. All right, so when we get to the light world, we can finish if it's through a glove. We can finish desert. The big key and the book.
Definitely need that. I'd be worried about getting a lamp and a small number 2 here. That could still be our way to Dark World or to Light World.
Yeah.
Although with Hyrule Castle small key, that still puts you in a good spot to just go through Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. BDI not using the hookshot trick. What was in Hookshot Cave? I can't remember.
I don't know that there was much there.
Maybe a
pod 5, I think.
Yeah.
And that was maybe it.
What's on the tablet?
Oh,
that's the key?
That's the small key to the tower. Well, we know where it is, but we can't get it. Oh, the second sword?
The second sword. What a seed. This is what I'm talking about when I'm calming these races. This is the bananas garbage that I kind of want. The bow. Okay, so now Samaria is in logic, which puts some of the stuff in logic and TR. Meyer? Is it Meyer? Where was Ether?
Oh, we can get into Meyer now. Ether was in. There's the glove in Hera behind the hammer.
What is going on?
All right, so my. Okay, so we have to see Lamp here soon.
So Lamp in Meyer then?
Yeah, the sword was in.
To get Paradox. The hammer, yeah.
Totally logic. Ether was in Super Bunny, also in logic, which PRD did not get.
Oh, there's
PRD did not do Super Bunny.
That's strange.
That is really, really strange.
No Hera big key, okay.
Now we have 0 Hera keys, so up here's not in logic yet.
Yeah, I'm worried about the big chest now too for PRD. Oh no, middle hold. Oh no. I just feel like our runners are getting giga punished today. I'm sorry. I'm here for it though.
I usually only see this at Randomizer week.
Yeah.
It's in 2 weeks from now, and we'll get to see more of this.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so I think PRD is going to get his hammer, right? I think the hammer here.
Might go for that. Might realize that they skipped Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah.
Oh no, straight to Aga Tower.
All right, Hera has another big key to Eastern, another clearable dungeon. What's crazy is how many dungeons I think are clearable already. Pod is clearable. Eastern is
Kids
clearable.
form, yeah.
Desert is clearable. Thievestown is clearable. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, we're only a little bit away from being able to clear other ones. Like a Fire Rob will give us Skull Woods, and not quite Turtle Rock yet. Still need a big key. Oh, but yeah, that's another check that is new for BDI and for us.
All right, there's Purity's hammer. That's good. Nothing here in Mimic Cave. So hopefully Purity takes it all the way to Hera, right?
They should. I mean, Hera's clearable from their perspective, and I don't see why you wouldn't at this point. You're running out of things to do still. And they will now have vanilla light world access with Glove, Hammer, and Pearl. At least BDI does. PRD will soon, but we're still locked behind that lamp.
Yeah, which has got to be. I think it's got to be Meyer, right? Like I think Meyer.
I feel like yes. It's something we can do, and we have not been in yet. And you only needed stuff from Dark Death Mountain or from Light Death Mountain to do it. And Dark, and PRD still skipping that Super Bunny. Sees the CT2.
Which is pretty funny. All right, what's next?
Laser Bridge, you gotta go all the way around. TR, Dark Death Mountain routing, Light Death Mountain routing on the right side is always an adventure.
Yeah.
There are 3 different drop downs that you want to do, and no good way to combine any 2 of them.
Yeah, and they all stink because you gotta go all the way back around.
Paradox Cave is a well-traveled path by the time we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can do the front side of this one. Don't have to worry about the trick to get to the back. I think we just had a pot of 5 here. Oh, and Skull was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, pot 5 was elsewhere. Nope, no, it's right there.
Yeah, it is.
Laser Bridge check should be the last check up here for BDI, I think.
I think so, yeah. And then go right into Light World, and there's a million checks there.
Yeah, we have the entire Light World open to us, pretty much. But do we start with dungeons or do we start with overworlds? That's going to be the question. Yeah, like you said, we have dungeons we can clear. We can do Eastern. We can.
Yeah.
For a fire source from being able to do no, we can't. We need a big key. Oh, we have the big key. He already has the big key to desert.
Yeah, where was that?
Thievestown, I think?
Thievestown? Okay, that makes sense.
BDI about to get the Thievestown small key. It may entice them to do Thievestown before doing any of Light World. Fully clearable dungeon over... I guess Eastern's a fully clearable dungeon too. Where's BDI going? BDI is going straight to Thievestown.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Full clearable.
100% what I would do there. Plus, if they realize like the stuff's still not in logic, like the hammer into the glove, then maybe looking for lamp. Which cannot be in the big chest. I think I agree with you, it's in Meyer.
Yeah, I think that's logically where we need to head. I mean, just for the lamp, though, right? Like, you're not going to rush that. That just puts everything into logic.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go there without the big key at this point.
I feel like so Eastern and Desert are both crystals, and they're both clearable. I honestly, I'd be tempted if I'm PRD just to start doing crystals. Like, you have 5 pod keys that gets everything. You can do Eastern and pod together. You can do Desert. I mean, I know there's a lot of overworld.
Can't get Desert yet. We don't have a fire source to get to the back.
Oh, right. Well, you could go to Meyer and get your lamp.
That would be probably a wise move. We'll see if we get fire rod somewhere. Oh, silver arrows. There's that big key to Desert in the attic. We don't know a lot about our dungeons yet. Like, we know our 3 light world ones, 3 light worlds in Thieves Town.
Yep.
Brady's got the 2 crystals. BDI's got 1, about to get the 2nd. We don't know our pendants at all.
Oh, they're all in the dark world. That's the only thing that we know. I'm really curious about this Thieves Town big chest too, because that would be really bad for PRD.
Yeah, this will potentially be a big one for BDI. There's their bow. Now the Eastern's completable, and so is pod.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
Just a blue bottle. Yeah.
First bottle though. That's
the worst one.
Important.
Oh, there's a big key on the island.
Ooh.
All right. Hobo gives us a small key to Misery Mire. That might be our first one.
I believe it is. Interesting doing Hobo before doing Waterfall. I guess you go back to Waterfall to get the water walk. Does have money for thing. BDI, use your cane. Oh! Turtle Rock, big key on the islands.
So Fire Rod away from that. I mean, Fire Rod would give us Ice Palace, Skull Woods, and Turtle Rock.
Yeah, may just be like sword away from Gomo. You're soon sword Fire Rod. If we don't have to do swamp, then we don't need flippers. Okay, taking that whirlpool to get up to the top instead of going through the castle. See what we got in Lost Woods. And will PRD check pedestal? Okay, BDI gets crystal number 2.
Revenge. Yep. I gotta tell you, Ikea, I feel like I know it might seem silly, but I'd be dungeon rushing at this point. Like, I know we're 40 minutes in, just got to the light world, but
oh no, I'm with you. If you can do, you know what crystal dungeons exist?
Yeah.
Or at least PRD does. You have bow.
Yeah.
I would just be doing them.
Yeah, Pod Eastern, Desert. Desert, I guess. But maybe just go to Meyer so that we could. You know that the fire source is there, right? At this point, logically, there's some sort of progression. There's got to be some sort of progression at Meyer because the hammer's locked by a lamp, and the glove is locked by the hammer. So
yeah, you need a fire. You need a lamp. It's got to be in Meyer at this point. I hope the runners know that. And it looks like BDI is going to go check what is on pedestal. Thank you, Jesse, for getting us set up. And it's a shield.
Yeah, the mirror makes routing so nice. I just don't really like the way PRD is routing this. I feel like with the Hyrule Castle key starting there, going through Hyrule Castle and then all the way to the end, I feel like is just it's just so much more efficient if you're
Cleaner.
if you're gonna be going if you're gonna be doing overworld stuff. But I'd really like to see our runners. I mean, you have so many big keys this early, and so many. I mean, we just need like a fire rod unlocks a ton of stuff. As far as like fire rod might put us into like GT mode at this point.
Yeah, we just don't know our dungeons. I'd be going over to Eastern to see, okay, what's the hot tell me a green pendant is.
Mm-hmm.
That way I have some information.
Yeah.
Oh, Thieves Town, we don't need that map.
Yeah, we got that
Always,
one.
after you complete the dungeon, you get the map. Haven't seen PDI do a map check, though. They do not know Eastern is Crystal yet. We're going to see the front of Kakariko here. Well, we're pretty healthy now. 9 hearts.
Kakariko is gonna net a bunch of nothingness watching.
Well, hopefully we get one sword out of here. Just to at least make it worth it. But otherwise, yeah, we got like 15 checks in here, 14 checks for
it's a lot.
Much information though. Meyer map.
Cash for days.
Second Meyer small. As a rush, just trace each other's footsteps right here. We're technically playing Pablo Leader. Okay, what advantage BDI is going to have here? They have a bottle. PRD does not have a bottle yet. And it gives us just bombs. Yeah, she's getting unlucky on the checks they have that PRD doesn't, like the big chest of Thieves Town, which really didn't turn into anything with that bottle. It's a nice safety. Yeah, Kakariko, like you said, is turning into quite the dud. We do have the mirror, so we're able to get the Smith, and it looks like BDI's can do that. Maybe. After this. No, might be doing it after doing race game. In inverted, you can. Ooh, there's a smoky there. In inverted, you can mirror right in front of the library and grab the Smith from the Dark World. You don't need myths to get them. Is this our pod 6? Oh, PRD! Forgot. It's Turtle Rock, okay. PRD did not mirror in the right spot to get the Smith. You have to do it up here and make sure not to hit the rock. Okay, they're fine. Looks like BD has to do the same thing right here. Oh, too far to the left. It's right in front of the library. All right, now we got hammer pegs. See if Kakariko Lost Woods will give us anything here. Not Lost Woods. Village of Outcasts? Nothing there either. Both runners doing the purple chest. PRD is picking up the race game. You get that. Might have lost Fear Asia for a bit. He's getting his sound back.
I have a mute button on my mic that I didn't realize I hit. Whoops.
Welcome back, Fear. You haven't missed anything.
I've had a lot.
Here.
I've been here. I just you missed all my wonderful commentary.
Yeah, well, chat can regret that later.
Yeah.
Is Purple Chest going to give us anything like it did last night?
I've said so many insightful things that nobody will ever hear. It's really unfortunate.
We
just
are all the worse off.
Full of insight. Yeah, Kakariko was a pretty big dud, and Smith Chain's a big dud. You know what they should be doing, right?
Meyer.
Dungeons. Just go to dungeons.
Meyer, Eastern Pod. Yeah, you can look in the overworld all you want. If they realize they're like maybe potentially one item from Go mode, just go dungeons.
Go clear those dungeons. Eastern Pod. You can do them together. You've got 5 pod keys. The big key. Got the Eastern big.
Got that Hyrule Small and no one's touching Hyrule Castle on.
Yeah, that's also really surprising. But those dungeons, man, the whole point of the game is to get those crystals.
Here we go. Here's going to the Hyrule. And it's not like we don't have the easy way to get to Eastern Pod.
I know.
The hammer and the glove and the mirror. Even.
Yeah.
If you have myths, I could see this being the route, but we have the easy way.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Who's going to make the play to Pod Eastern first? Maybe BDI will go now that they have silvers.
Yeah. I think maybe you still see Ice Rod Cave. We haven't seen Catfish, right? You could do.
We have not seen Catfish. PRD did not go up to Waterfall area.
Yeah.
When they did the water walk because they got that big key off the island instead.
Well, instead they took the portal to.
Sure. Yes, they did.
So they could have done the water checks, but
you have the money. You have ways to do it. I would say.
Yeah, I was surprised. Another surprising routing decision there.
Ember is hard to route. It's hard to remember to route if you have not played it in a long time.
For sure.
He's done any practices on these. He was asking me like right before the match, like, any advice? My only advice is don't skip Skull Woods. And okay, we're gonna see
Hyrule Castle.
Oh, we're gonna grab the big key.
I mean, none of the water checks are in Logic, so maybe just skip them, right? Like,
Zora is the only one in Logic, and maybe I would have rushed that one, maybe. But yeah, you're right. None of the other ones are in Logic, and Splash League got the Splash League. But BDI has already done the Kakariko play, so probably will not go through the waterfall. We may get to see what's at or through the whirlpool. We may get to see what's at waterfall on Zora.
Catfish has played a big part in a lot of the races that I've watched here as well. So
yeah, you have the mirror to make it really easy to get to instead of
for sure.
Do and walk. That Meyer Small. Hopefully quickly reminding our runners that, hey, our fire source is in mire to get that hammer.
It is important to keep track of the logic, right? Like, or try to keep track of the logic when you're running, so that you can get a fire source that lets you, clear crystal desert and stuff. Because they've spent a lot of time in the overworld and gotten nothing.
Yeah, that's how I felt in my race when nothing was here. Ooh, we got Pendant Mires, our first known pendant. Skull was a crystal, and so was Swamp.
Oh, Swamp is a crystal. Okay, so
We need flippers eventually.
All right, Perd's doing it. He's finally doing it.
We're gonna see the Pod Eastern play. All right. And we're gonna see Zora from BDI.
And he's right. He's routing it the correct way. He's going Eastern Pod first, then Saha.
I never know how to route those, but yeah, it makes sense.
Looks like he's going to finish off Pod first. With the 5 keys, you can get everything in here.
Oh,
another
that's a big key
one
on Zora to Hera.
Yuck.
Well, no one wants to make that trek back.
Yeah.
I think BDI realized they forgot to check Catfish. I guess I want to get the water walk all the way to Zora first.
Yeah. All right, just the compass to GT there. Okay, so we know that Mire's a pendant. We don't know about Pod, right? Pod might be a pendant.
We don't know Pod. No.
So it's between Pod, Ice, and Turtle Rock. 2 of those are pendants, right?
2 of them have to be. Well, maybe this map will help us tell which ones. Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
You look. It's a red crystal.
Okay, so that means Pod and Ice are our other 2 pendants, right?
That, I believe, would be correct. Looking between our 2 runners and what they have knowledge of.
So what we're looking for then is we're looking for a Fire Rod for Turtle Rock and Skullwoods. Well, Skullwoods is a crystal, yeah. And the Mire Big Key? Flippers?
No, Mire's pendant, so we don't need that.
Oh. So are we flippers, Fire Rod,
Go mode, and a sword.
GT Big and GT Big, yeah.
And GT Big. Can't forget GT Big because GT
but those could also just be in GT, and probably are so.
Or something leading to them.
Yeah.
As has been the case many times this week.
Yeah.
So we're and a sword. We can't forget a sword because we're still on fighter.
But again, that also could be in all 3 of them could be a GT for Albino. So
this is also typical of inverted Cs.
Yeah. So this is why, I mean, for the longest time, and we just got this information though, but like 2 items from Go mode or GT mode, I feel like, man, you could maybe skip a lot of things and just kind of play for GT at this point.
Yeah. Exactly. If you skip all the overworld, you could be way ahead in this one.
Yeah.
Nothing in the overworld except for that. Well, the Hera Big off of Zora, which Schrodinger's Big, Hera Big. We don't know if to lead anything. Yeah, it's an awful check.
Yeah, it just really sucks to get there.
I guess when you get Fire Rod, if you don't have flippers yet, you go up there, do Turtle Rock, and then check it.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on what comes next, the Fire Rod or the flippers.
Right.
We have the Swamp Small, right? Yeah.
We have a Swamp Small. We have everything else to do Swamp except for flippers. And no one's going to be getting that, I guess, Small 2 because we don't need what's on Lumberjack.
Fetch quest.
Shovel. Kind of an isolated check there.
Yeah. Again, if you do crystals first, maybe when you go back to Kakariko, you could do that.
Runners have a lot of hearts to be able to do these dark rooms with.
Yeah.
Here, these almost to Pod boss, and we're almost to the big key chest of Eastern.
Still on green mail though, so he's 3 hits of. Do you have to be careful? Silvers should be fine though. Using those bombs was smart.
Small key. Oh, there's Meyer 3.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you don't really care about the left side of Meyer, right? The lamp is probably just there. You're there again if they're paying attention to logic.
And then pod.
This is not all dungeons, so you don't need those pendants in theory.
No, we already know what's on. Well, at least BDI knows what's on pedestal. I don't think PRD checked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So you definitely do not need the pendants.
Do you think BDI finishes pod? If he knows that it's a pendant?
I don't think he knows it's the pendants. He hasn't checked what desert is yet. Oh no, he will because he has the map pod, right?
Okay.
He just got. So yeah, he'll know it's a pendant. Will he finish it?
I think because you're right here, probably just finish it off, I guess. But man,
yeah, you just,
2 items from go. It's like.
And you're doing your clearable dungeon, so you can full clear it. Might as well full clear it.
Yeah.
Nothing in Eastern besides. Oh, not much there. Still looking for 2 items then. The lab just they're all on Meyer.
That would be hilarious. And they just put it off. Could have just skipped literally everything and just gone to the dungeons.
Okay, there's the knowledge about deserts. You go check Saha.
Kind of feels like skipping pod. It's not the green pendant though either, too, right? Because we saw it on
No.
side.
Oh, there's pod 6.
6. Okay, maybe you just got to do it.
That's where they find out. Yeah, Ice Palace is the other green, so now BDI full map knowledge. Oh no, they will know as soon as they go in the pod that what their pendants and crystals are.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're maybe not going there. Is this the castle play? Yeah, that's probably castle play. Because castle's not going to give us much of anything here.
Yeah.
They've been telling them all along to go to Pod Eastern. I've been saying all along go to Meyer.
Meyer.
They're going to eventually converge. They did yours.
Yep.
Now they're going to have to do mine. Because there's not much else to do except like the desert big chest, and I wouldn't do that for 1 check.
Right, they don't have the desert small. You got desert. There's 3 checks in desert. 2 checks in desert.
Small from somewhere.
Okay, so that's a lot. That's all desert then.
Not sure where that was. Maybe that was in Escape. Or it's right there. Yep.
Okay,
Escape.
That makes sense.
That's 3 more checks in desert. Not gonna have our lamp, but could have fire on.
Yeah, but if you're paying attention to logic, at this point, I'm pretty sure the lamp has to be in Meyer.
Maybe that's why they're dodging Meyer, because they don't want lamp and they want fire rod instead. I could see people doing that intentionally.
Yeah. All right, so PRD with 3 crystals now.
Yep, so they're back even at 3. PRD now has full map knowledge, so everyone's got full map knowledge. Actually, I don't have BDS check pod yet.
It feels like he must know
Feels like
that
they
pod
do.
is right. I think maybe he has the information about the other crystals. Otherwise, you go and finish pod when you're right
Well,
there,
yeah.
right?
There's no reason skipping it if you
Yeah.
need to do it.
So I think he's pieced it together.
PRD making the catfish play. Not with the Zora play, though.
Yeah. A little surprising. I feel
That'd
like
be-
if you're going to do this, combo it together.
Yeah, that's easy to do. Well, I guess it's not that easy to do in order
Yeah.
to get to that area.
The easiest would have been earlier when he did it, when he was water walking earlier. I think probably would have been more convenient.
Yeah, Hairbeaky could be a big out for BDI if they manage to go back up there. Be an awful place for the fire rod.
Where?
Hair big chest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing's stopping it from being there either.
This might be the shovel check from PRD.
He might be going to Desert Mire from here.
No, that's also possible. Hey, combo all of them together.
Yeah.
Right, and BDI is running south. I wonder if they're both going to converge in Desert Mire. Or on Shovel.
Yeah, it looks like
PRD's abandoned Shovel.
I think skipping the shovel is fine.
It's more on BDI's route than it is PRD's.
Yeah.
So that does make sense.
And just a
And
compass.
something anyways, but if he has to go back and do it later, then...
Yeah, through it all, here we go. I think we're both heading to the same spot now.
Yeah, thanks to our tracker, Darak Sharna. BDI's tracker does not have pod knowledge, so they are not familiar with what the edits and done crystals are. That is definitely
surprising.
a play.
Yeah.
Definitely shout out to our tracker there for
for
tracking all this.
Yeah, I really appreciate them.
Okay, nothing's been checked over here yet in the way of a Gita.
Yeah. Small key.
Small keys do we want left?
Yeah, I don't think there's really any I guess we don't have any GT smalls.
I was about to ask if you noticed that we have 0 GT smalls here. That's kind of surprising.
Okay, here's a question. Do you go into Mire before you go into Desert? I think you do, right?
If you know that the fire source you need to get the hammer and logic is in Mire, yeah, you definitely go into Mire first, and PRD's not. Because then you can just clear Desert in one trip.
Yeah, and I have to go through it, because the only way through Desert is through the book. You can't mirror anything like you can in a regular seed.
And you don't have to finish Mire, because both of them know it's a pendant.
Yeah.
So you can just grab the lamp, leave, and more bottles.
More bottles.
Oh, right. PRD never got ether from Super Bunny, so PRD can't go into Mire.
Wait, PRD never did Super Bunny?
PRD never did Super Bunny.
Oh my god!
Both times up there, never did it. So that's a good point, Pauline. Thank you for mentioning that, because it was on route. And you skipped it.
The myths does nothing. I think it opens up catfish. I mean, not catfish.
King's Tomb.
It's King's Tomb. Yeah.
But also an easier way to get back to deserts.
Yeah. I mean, it helps with routing, but it doesn't. It unlocks nothing except for that one check.
Unlocks the one check. Powder. Okay, that's another thing we
Yeah.
can do. And PRD has to leave because can't go any farther.
Oh no! Does PRD use auto tracking?
I do not know. Possibly map tracker? They're thinking.
Yeah, that's never a good sign. But it looks like he's headed to the right direction.
It's headed there, but it could also just be a Harrow. No, they don't have Harrow big. Okay, they're headed there for something.
Spike Cave's doable.
Oh, that's a good point. surprised with the mist. That's a light world.
PDI didn't go to Meyer either.
They're both skipping Meyer. And there's PRD. Like, I don't have ether. I can't open this.
I think he forgot about Super Bunny.
Oh, where are you going? Are you gonna mirror? You're not gonna mirror up. Oh, this is Mimic Cave. Yeah, either marked it off or forgot about it. Okay, where are you going? BDI? Is this the top of Light World?
Powder.
Powder. Yep. Good call. Oh, TR Big Chest. Also, a good combination here.
The ice bit.
Nikita Ice.
I think PRD's in trouble.
I think PRD's going to the front through this way.
Yeah.
The front of a thing. Yeah, and it's only one check. You can't do the right side.
Yeah.
Unless you're, well, no, you have no fire source. So even if you're really good at hovering, you still can't do it.
Yeah.
That's
our tracker informing us that on his map tracker on his stream that it looks like he has Super Bunny. Yeah, as marked off. So
that could be really bad for him if he doesn't remember. Well, we got the front here. Killing the Pokey to get a key. You save the one.
I'm really surprised BDI is not in Meyer.
I am too. I thought that would be a slam dunk right after Desert.
Yeah.
I don't know if either one of them is keeping track of logic. And that's why it's important to keep track of logic, because
Totally.
you should be able to know by now.
Yep.
Your fire source, your lamp, or your hammer is in logic, is in Meyer. And
there's the flute
going away. Where to? This is the Meyer. That can't be Meyer because you can't get into Meyer. This. Double checking the medallion. Oh, that makes me a Meyer.
Oh my god!
Now BDI can go to Meyer.
Yeah.
After doing the back escape.
I still don't understand why, if they didn't know why if Pod was a crystal or pendant, why they didn't do it then.
That is definitely a weird play. Maybe because they don't have the fire source to put it in logic, but then I mean, you got the hammer out of logic.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna play Meyer next with that big key. Oh, Beauty's running out of spots to check. Oh, full map knowledge. There you go. Now he sees all the pendants.
Yep. I mean, it worked out not having to go to Pod because we know that there's nothing there.
Go into Pod first.
I don't get it. I don't get
dodge
it.
is real.
I do not understand it. Late night plays. Like going back to pendant Pod for 2 items or maybe I think 2 items.
Maybe 3. I don't think they've done the front, the big key chest yet.
But they did everything
in here. They had 3.
Yeah, they did everything in the back, so it's just the 2 checks.
It's here, the big chest, and it's they also died in the dark maze, so the top left is still a thing. So they have 4 checks here, so yeah, I'd still do Meyer first. Especially after you get that big key. I don't know how you just see that and just not want to do Meyer.
But why not do it when you were literally here for Eastern with the mirror? That's what I don't get. I don't quite get it.
Alright, PRD's going to make the Zora play. Zora waterfall play here.
Yeah.
They're definitely running out of things to do. They also still have King's Tomb to do. Yeah, might as well get this one from the top. You have all 6 keys. Oh, you still have to get the big chest afterward. Oh, the BDI might be lost. Oh, no, they got it. Okay. The middle section there, if you get stuck in it, that can be pretty.
Yeah.
Now here's the bomb jump. And what's PRD going to do after this? Turns out, well, this turns out to be the Meyer big or Hera big key. They're going to go to Hera.
Oh yeah.
Now they're going to go to Hera.
Yeah, and then it's like look at your VOD to see what you skipped. I think kind of a situation.
I guess we'll see, but yeah, BDI has to get to Meyer. Okay, skipping Helmasaur. Don't want to do Helmasaur in the dark with that few hearts. Go to Meyer. Oh, Spike Cave? This might be Spike Cave. I don't think Pierre.
Is there
Spike Cave there?
Is there something? Did BDI cross off Meyer as a dungeon? I don't get it.
Oh, there's so many. Oh yeah, thanks, Niraj Sharna. Yeah, PRD also has the Thieves Town big chest to do. This is gonna be get the Meyer big. I think this is our first look at Spike Cave.
Yeah.
And something.
Meyer now, please.
Please do Meyer. Don't do Hera big. Nope.
He's going to Hera. Iker,
Oh man,
explain it to me, please.
Late night gaming.
I don't get it.
You have a full dungeon to do with 8 checks.
That also holds your logic. Like we know that the lamp is there, and we don't. It's not like we have the fire rod, so it's like, like. I mean,
they get in.
You gotta think about like you have to be thinking about like, okay, the hammer was lamp locked. I have no fire still. We're an hour 12 in.
All right, Peter's gonna run up to Hera. We'll see if they check Super Bunny on the way. You can't go that way. You're thinking non-inverted here.
Can mirror.
Inverted.
Just mirror right there.
Inverted breaks your mind.
It really does.
This is one check for BDI. Maybe they just don't have Meyer marked down as being Ether. It's a good time to get a heart.
Right. Yeah, it was either that or Death Warp out.
You could tell they were going with spikes, and that's when the heart ripple started. They're both going to Hera, and I did not know that there were things under both those. I've always opened up the left one. I did not know that I had a teleport also.
That's pretty funny. Oh, as in the Spiral Cave.
Oh, okay. Alice. Yeah, I guess we have these checks up here that you haven't done yet. I don't know why you haven't done them the first time up there. Hera Big Chest is nothing.
At this point, it's like lamp in Meyer, fire rod or flippers on the desert boss.
Why are you in Agate Tower, PRD? You should remember you got the hammer here.
Yeah, I think he's just double checking checks.
He's probably
he's in that what did I skip mode now because his map is now clear. Where do I go? And this is the right direction.
This is the TR big chest for BDI.
So close, I hear you, so close, and yet so far away. The door is right there.
Where are you going now, Beardy? BDI is getting
this
chest,
roller.
Which, did not get when they were initially in here.
Yeah.
Checking laser bridge, maybe just going in to see 9 of 12. 8 of 12 on BDI side. What do they not have? I guess a middle chest? They didn't do lava chest? Yep, that's the one. You're just running low on checks. This is the Deepstown big chest.
I think it's his last. It's got to be his last check, right?
I don't know if they've done Spike Cave yet.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I can't think of much else they have left. And it's going to be retracing steps. I'd probably have my VOD up, looking and
yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably be going to Dark Death Mountain because that's so easy to confuse over there with all the times you have to go up and down.
So I understand why PRD is having an issue, right? He skipped something, he mismarked it. That happens. It's happened to all of us. You know, the longer you play, the more likely that it's happened. But everyone has mismarked a check and forgotten. You know what I mean? They mark it off.
Happens.
That happens a lot of times. I don't get why BDI is not in Meyer at this point.
Well, they have one check over here.
It's,
hopefully after that.
It's like the densest location, though. You're choosing like all these like one-off checks over the most dense location.
Yeah, you're talking modes like cross keys. You go for, or even these modes, you go for density because the most checks in the least amount of time.
Yeah.
And you're just doing, one-offs here, and PRD knows it's not there, and now PRD is in the mode of, what did I miss?
Yeah, probably go up to Spike Cave. Or not.
That ether is blocking everything right now.
Yeah.
Bottle. Okay. BDI. Meyer, please. We are fluting. Are we fluting to 6? We are fluting to 6. We have a Meyer play.
All right. At 117, we're finally going to start putting the logic together. Yeah, and now PRD is just in the. This is rough. Just in the. What did I miss?
Hate to see this, but I said it happens to a lot of people. Hey, we get the bird toss. We go back and check in Eastern and Pod. I think BDI's had access to this for a long time, probably since about 20 minutes into the seed.
Yeah.
And just hasn't gone in. But now they have all the tools to clear it, too. So in case something's on Vitreous, then...
Yeah, we know it's not left side. We know it's not fire locked.
It can't be. We don't have a fire source.
Yeah. But there's got to be some sort of progression here, whether it's the lamp or something that leads to the lamp that locks the hammer, which locked the glove. So
I'm not sure what it could be besides just lamp.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you're right.
All of our light world checks are locked behind it. There's the lamp, as we expected.
Okay, so now you can clear desert.
Yep, desert's clearable. It's one check, though. I think you still finish off the rest of Meyer looking for something else.
Yeah.
That it only gives you one check. You've done everything else. Yeah, like a fire rod, fire rock, fire, or yeah, fire rock, fire over here, maybe. Are you checking?
For GT, we're looking for the fire rod, and is that it? And flippers.
Fire rod, and we need flippers for swamp. Yes. Turtle Rock small. No, we still have no GT small keys.
That's crazy.
Are we gonna have 4 GT smalls in GT? That would be.
At this point, it feels like it.
I remember a race a long time ago where it's like we had 0 TR smalls until we got into GT, and then 3 TR smalls were in GT, and the 4th was in TR to find their GT big key. This was like a few years back. It was hilarious. I'm wondering if this is going to be the same way. All of our GT smalls in GT. Oh, BDS got Perry.
Yeah.
And BDS still way ahead of PRD here. So, can afford a few deaths. PRD is lost. Hopefully you're looking at a VOD.
Yeah.
Although this is going to be a really hard one to find on a VOD, the location that you skip.
I know, that's the hard part, is you got to just kind of watch it and fast forward and like see if there's, that's a tough one to
How do you handle the situation when you have skipped something and have nothing else to do?
I use auto tracker.
So it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't use auto tracker. I just try to review, like, did I do this? Did I do this? What do I have left? Did I actually do this? Do I remember doing this? That has helped me sometimes. And yeah, PRD does not use auto tracker. He marks things off, apparently. Zaf, I am aware.
It's just so, it just feels like you're playing with one hand tied behind your back nowadays. Right, before it was legal, right? It was illegal to have auto tracking that tracks everything.
Auto tracking,
Now it's legal, so it's just, it could still happen. There's still stuff you mark off, but item caves are not something that you would mark off because the auto checker takes care of it for you. So.
All right, going back to the mountain. What are we getting here in this chest? We've just gotten the lamp out of here, and it's not going to go do the boss.
It's like I said, it's going to be the lamp to beat Land Molus to get flippers.
I'm still going to laugh if these flippers are on.
All right, Perd's figured it out.
Yeah, he got it.
He's not that far behind.
He's already done the front of TR, so it doesn't need to open TR. So it's going to be beeline to Meyer.
I'm going to steal a joke from Wall Kicks real quick. And he wrote, so what you're saying is don't forget to track us. Forgot to track something. Not my joke. The Wall Kicks. It's a great joke.
We need to add another thing to our logo now.
Yeah.
I don't know how we add Super Bunny there. Maybe just put Link as a bunny on there. But yeah. Logo update incoming.
Yeah. It's too good not to share. It's too good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, Walkix. And that's how we've updated our thing. It's like, what have we forgotten the track in our recent races? Let's add that to it also.
All right, so we're going to find some sort of progression here on Land Molus because we've checked everything else in the game.
We hope. No, we still have Vitreous. That my gosh gives us Vitreous, and I'm surprised. Do the easy check first, I guess, and then you can always just go back to Vitreous. Because that's a pendant. You don't want to do a pendant.
Yeah.
It's not even the green pendants.
Yeah. It's just going to be Land Molus. It's going to be here. It's going to be here.
It could be Bombos again. Well, no, that Bombos one.
No.
It's probably Flippers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Flippers.
Or Fire Rod. It's going to be one of the two. Because Ice Palace is not logic yet without the Flippers. PDI also has Helmasaur, yes. Has done any of the pendants, but knows that's just the shield on pedestal. Lamo in the screenplay there.
All right, Lanmo, what do you got?
Flippers. Okay.
Did I call it or did I call
You
it?
called it. All right, that is going to get us in the swamp.
And I want to say that I called it like I'm not saying that I just called it because we're down to nothing. I want to say I called that when they first got in the light world. I feel like I called it pretty early.
I believe you did. And
We have to review the tape, but I feel like I called that pretty early. That's why you follow logic. It's so important to keep a track of logic. I know it's like it's just the lamp, right? But the lamp locking a ton of stuff, man. I mean, it locked the hammer, which locked the glove, which also locked the flippers, which is going to get us our fire rod.
So yeah, swamp will be crystal 4. We've been at 3 for a while now.
Yeah.
Swamp will be 4. We got our fire rod that we can actually desert's done, so actually we're at 4. So it's be crystal 5, and then yeah, fire rod just gives us Turtle Rock and Snow Woods, and then we're into GT.
GT with zero keys.
0 keys. Hope there's got to be some here in swamp.
Oh yeah.
Which just could be an out if PRD goes for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it here.
And PRD is going for it.
Yeah.
It would be an awful place for an item, but yeah.
Yeah, that would swing this race right back into PRD's favor.
So you think skipping left side swamp here is the play?
Yeah, I think. I mean, your fire rod from GT mode. I think just going straight to the back is very reasonable.
I can see that.
And then you could always go back in, I guess, if it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, no right, Zapco. No GT smalls yet. Where are they? It's only a second sword.
There's got to be a GT, at least 1 or 2 GT smalls in GT, right? At this point.
4 GT smalls, 3 swords. Yeah, GT's just loaded. Hopefully it has the big key too. Because now you could have things like the mushroom or
right. GT big on Vidi could be really big. Oh, BDI is going immediately to the left.
Yeah, going to left. As a left side swamp runner, I approve of this. Just hate to leave it behind. Especially if it's the big key.
Yeah.
And they were burned last night from not doing laser bridge. If you get burned again by not doing left side swamp, then
it's
painful.
Okay, did you just see that on Vidi? That's Bombos. That's
Bombos. Oh no.
And if we know anything about the rule of fire,
that means no.
Fire rod is gonna be an ice palace. That could be big.
Oh well. Things got interesting again. Deputy getting this desert done. All right, will the left side swamp pay off here for BDI? So we're not finding Bombos in here. So
nope. There's a big key though.
Big key against towers on the left side swamp.
That's a big one.
Yep, that's huge.
So now we are fire rod from go mode.
Fire rod go mode. We don't even need small keys for GT because we get the one from the pot. Okay, is fire rod also in here?
Sword. We need a sword. Oh my gosh, still need a sword. Yeah, never mind.
Oh. Well, this is one of those modes that you can climb GT and then you can just go back in if you need to go back in. Because you come out right at the entrance. And I forgot about that during my race yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like I'm checking the basement for everything. It's like I should have just climbed. If there wasn't one, go back in.
All right, so PRD on his way to get flippers. And BDI about halfway through swamp.
And
Still looking for the fire rod. Where is the fire rod? The good thing for BDI is if it's behind Bombos, he's going to get locked out of it sooner rather than later. Whereas if PRD goes to swamp and skips left side, he's going to be in pretty big trouble.
He'll be in, yeah. Because after this, really for BDI, it's Vitreous, it's Helmasaur, and I think that's it. Because they can't get into Ice Palace. There's no Bombos, no Fire Rod. If they get Fire Rod, that's go mode anyways.
Yeah.
We got 2 checks left here in swamp.
What do you think? Is PRD going to do left side swamp after, forgetting there's fire rod?
That's there's go mode. Well, it's swamp mode.
Yeah, that's bad for PRD.
That is very bad. Will PRD go to swamp or will they go to ice? I assume they're going to swamp because
that would have been bad for me too. Because I said go to the back first. You get fire rod, puts you in GT mode. Then GT being left side swamp means I'm last location in that.
I could completely see PRD skipping left side swamp here because now they have all of ice to do too.
Yeah.
And you get the fire rod, and it's going to be Ice Palace into Skull Woods, and we're going to be having a problem here. I'm not zapped because I would have gotten that. Okay.
So we still have, so now that we got Fire Rod, we can finish TR, finish Skull Woods. That's a couple more checks. It's got to be something along the lines of.
Yeah, that's 3 checks, and we can get our 2 more dungeons done. We have, they'll also give us capability of doing Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, that's very reasonable when you're still looking for a sword, I think. And you have no GT smalls.
And you have to walk up there anyway, so you might take the big bomb, do Pyramid Fairy, and then, mirror, do Pyramid Fairy, mirror, climb.
All right, so I'd probably do Skull Woods first, and then if you get a sword, you're just in go mode. Then do Turtle Rock, and probably go back into the front of Turtle Rock after you beat Trinex to check the 2 at Crystal Roller Room.
Yeah, I'm checking those before I go to GT.
The right side roller room, yeah.
In case they want to have GT keys to have a sword, because then you're just good.
Yeah. All right, so the race really comes down to this moment here for PRD. Is it a left side swamp? Is he going to get that GT big, or is he going to get Giga punished and just get the fire rod to be in GT mode and skip it?
And now we have Ice Palace for our places where GT small keys can be hiding.
Yeah.
So they may not be able to do much of the basement and still have keys to climb.
Oh, he's going left. All right.
He is going left. Probably thinking too far behind. They need to do this to have an out.
I'm a little surprised. I feel like in his shoes, where you forgot to track something, or you forgot something that was that you skipped on accident, I'd feel super bad about that and just try to make up as much time as possible. You know what I mean?
I can see that. Yes, that'd be one else the
or you're like, I've lost this anyways. Let's just do whatever. You know what I mean? Like I guess there's that mentality too. I don't know.
I think it could be he's playing to an out that he may think, because if you're one for go mode, you don't do left side swamp. If it's in the back, then you just go like half of our chat would have. And so maybe playing toward that. And maybe why he also did Vitreous instead of just beeline desert. At that point, I think he had only 50-50. Is it this boss or this boss? Got our Smoth fight here.
Get the hammer out.
Oh, he's hanging up there. All right. Close one too. 2 hearts, but yep. So we're down. Not a sword.
Yeah, they're still on green mail.
That's right. We have no mail upgrades. No mail upgrades. No GT smalls. We do have 1 boomerang.
That's important.
And
Gotta
1
have
of 4 swords.
that blue boomerang.
Going back in for the basements. I don't blame him for this. Looking for a sword.
Yeah, and a GT small.
Or GT small.
We're still looking for those GT smalls. I mean, they got their GT, right?
GT or ice. Take your pick.
Small key 2.
Ice.
All
That's actually our first ice small too. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
2 dungeons we have 8 smalls for. Now it's down to 1, and now we got Turtle Rock. Oh wait, what? What play is this? BDI?
I think he maybe forgot that he doesn't have 7 crystals and is going to GT.
Ooh, could be. I hope that's it, because then we'll get up there and... Oh, potions. Yeah, potions.
Okay. All right,
Makes
so
sense.
if you're gonna get potions, you go to Flute 4, and just above the water, the Dark Witch's hut, there's a blue potion shop. You can get blue potions right there. A lot faster than this.
Yeah. They're a bit more expensive, but you have 1,000 rupees. You have no other use for them.
Yeah, they're 160 rupees. It's still right there. It just save you a lot of time. You don't have to go in the light world. It's just a screen, 2 screens away from Flute 4.
To the right. Okay. Yeah, I always forget that one is a shop. In inverted. All right, to the rock.
Yeah, no half magic.
Gonna have to do hammer strats here.
Yeah. I'm also surprised that neither runner went into the light world with the mitts and then just going straight back to the back of Skullwoods with the mirror. I think that's a little bit faster too.
I think it is also, but I've seen so many runners just run the long way through it.
Yeah.
Easy to forget about that mirror.
That's the thing, is if you don't play this a lot, then it's easy to miss a lot of the time saves.
Yeah, man, it's not the Curiosity Shop. It's the house that's on Lake Hylia Island, Dark Lake Hylia Islands, I believe.
Yeah, right to the left of that.
Normally it's a fortune teller, I think, but in inverted it's a shop.
Yep.
Because if you don't have a way to you don't have a way to another shop otherwise in inverted.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure that you had access to a blue goo in inverted without having to do anything special.
All right, Crystal 7 coming up for BDI, Crystal 6 for PRD. Doing Ice Head first. Oh, PRD died. I'm off. But it has a fairy. One of their bottles had a fairy. So they both use their fairy in a bottle now. And this is why BDI picked up potions.
Yep. Doesn't hurt to be careful.
Be prepared. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Trying space 2.
Yeah, you want to get ready with that hammer. The sword, fire sword doesn't really do much.
5 hits with the hammer here in this phase, and Trinix will go down. There it is.
Yeah,
And
Hawks
we
GT with no small keys. Still no small keys. Are you worried about no small keys?
I'm worried about no small keys. You climb with the 1, and then I guess maybe you check hope first, grab the key, and climb.
So what I would do is I'd take the key. I'd basically DM, right? You go left, you get the key there.
That's true. You don't need any keys for DM.
You do DM room, go to hope room. Oh yeah, this is fine. Yeah, checking these.
Yeah, you have 7 checks you can do without a key.
Yeah,
you're right.
And
you
then
do those checks.
Go to the compass room. You get that key, and then you probably climb from there and just skip the rest of the basement. Hope it's at the top, and then if it's not there, then go to like ice or something for looking for a sword.
This could also be a difference here if there's oh he missed, no. Grab the full magic.
Yeah, he's gonna run out of magic now too. Does he have the other blue goo?
Yeah, he has blue. I only need 3 shots here.
Okay.
It's fine. Finding a sword here will be big, so let's hope there's one.
Yeah, because then you just climb.
And there's a sword. So now Purity does not do that. They're looking for a sword in GT, but BDI just climbs. And yeah, grab magic first.
How comfortable do you think BDI is with Master Sword Silver scanning?
I don't honestly know. I don't know much about their playstyle. Is this gonna be taking the bomb up?
No, you gotta go to Light World, right? So
right. I just wanted to take the bomb up and do the 2 checks there for another sword.
Yeah, maybe. Again, if you're not that comfortable with Master Sword, which I would look for, I'd still be looking for another sword or half magic or something. Nope,
just going.
PRD's leaving.
It's taking long enough to just go.
There's no sword for PRD there.
PRD is skipping the sword, and where are you fleeting to now? Maybe they will take the big bomb up. All right, BDI going to climb. First to open GT.
142.42. Here we go. No looking for. Gotta grab a key. Make sure he grabs the key and looking for a sword. Go into hope room. Looking for something like some sort of safety at least.
We'll see if they follow your play here of doing DM room.
Yeah, I would have done DM room first and then gone right. There's our first GT.
Number 1.
Vanilla.
Yep, just going. Okay. I can get behind that because PRDs has to look for a sword. You still check the 4 on the climb if you're BDI.
PRD also going to hope room first. I don't get it. You don't got a key. Go get the key first, and you can go for just like basically you're doing DM strats.
Well, if you're not intending to use any of the keys, I don't think it really matters which way you go. You're just going to both ends and mirroring anyways.
But, yeah, but if you're going this way, you're going, and then you're going back to compass room.
I suppose if you go through compass room, you have the free key back there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right there. He probably wasn't counting on getting a key. Hey, number 2.
It's 2, of course. They're all just here.
Yeah, not getting the refill here. Okay.
Both players are just living on the edge, just trying to make this as interesting as it possibly can be.
PDI still has 2 blue goos though, so I think they'll be fine as long as they remember to use them. Oh, that was not cooperating.
All right, so PRD's still looking for that sword that was in the front of Turtle Rock that ended up skipping. Another, there it is. All of the GT spells. Is that 3 or 4?
3.
No, that's number 3. Yeah.
That's number 3.
That's hilarious.
Oh, no one can't be here. Oh, no, they could be here. We have the big key.
Yeah.
It could be here. Instead, we get a 1-0 Ice Palace.
I was hoping for the 4th. I really was.
Maybe you guys giving up on silvering the last one. I guess through it. Satisfying rooms in the game here. Play Samaria, kill enemies.
Yeah.
Living on the edge of those 3 hearts, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. They're still in Green Mail. Laser would take them out.
Going to Ice Armos. Maybe trying to save the blue goose for the Ganon fight.
Yeah, reasonable.
Oh, here's one being used.
Still no sword.
Going the other side now. Yeah, make the checks here. Nope. Yeah, it does not need the key because they are able to kill Ganon. It'd be nice to have another sword, but we don't see one.
Yeah.
They're all sitting in Ice Palace.
And BDI's got a
Close
pretty comfortable
one.
lead here,
Oh.
but gets bullied there a bit. All right.
So got a healthy lead.
Compass Room has a sword, yes or no? There's the big key to
Yes,
Swamp Palace. And yes!
It does have a sword. Okay.
You know how you get that sword earlier, Ikir?
By going DM route.
DM route, yes. With the
Man, I
0
remember she
keys.
just listened to you instead of like listening to themselves, and they'd be like done like 20 minutes ago. Alright, so we're gonna have 2 Master Sword Silver Ganons here. PDI with a very healthy lead though.
Yeah. Gonna take quite a bit for PRD to catch up here.
Hagatu time. That's 3 hits. 5. And
Nice
nice setup
lineup.
for 6-1.
Yeah.
Couldn't have had that lineup earlier.
Yeah.
All right, so 149.40 or so. We're going to drop in again. BDI has 1 potion left. Purity with a nice 3 silver fight there on Lambo 2. Also, I wonder if it might be just worth base planting Ganon here to start with a lot more hearts and save the potion. But
Is that his last potion?
I believe that's his. I thought he only bought 3, but maybe he has 4. Yeah, you're still on green mail. Ooh. Yeah, I learned the tough way. You cannot slash or hold and slash to the left or right up there because Ganon will hit it and stop you from doing that.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Playing like he has another potion. Yeah,
He does. All right.
Just has to make it through this phase.
Yeah, I think he's.
And then we got
fine.
silvers.
Silvers will make it.
I think
yeah.
it's. Just take it slow and steady, and you got this. Because you're out of safeties. Oh, that's the perfect spot you want to be up in that corner for.
Yeah.
But I think he's close to the 12 now. That might be it. That was it. So, yeah, phase 3. PRD Game Pass Moldorm 2. Oh, you're probably right, J Mike. Okay, we are in phase 4. Four silver shots will do it. You got 1. And 2. And 2. Don't fall. Didn't fall. And that's it for BDI.
That was a journey, man. That was a journey.
That was a trip.
Yeah. Get your GGs in chat for BDI, and Risky and Terrible Gambit's going to pick up their first win of the season.
Yep. He already just finished his Aga 2, so just a game of fight behind. And we're joined by BDI. GG's BDI. Congratulations.
Jeez. What a scene. I felt behind the whole time. Wow.
That was AC. There was so much death and destruction throughout that scene on both sides. Yeah, it was a thing.
So were you paying attention to the logic? Did you realize that the lamp was going to be in Mire?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
You saw the hammer and said, I
knew it had to be,
this.
Yeah. I knew it had to be in front of the hammer. I just wasn't paying attention to where that exactly could be.
That would explain why we kept wondering why is no one going to Mire? We know things are in Mire. And yeah, no one went there until the end. But when you got there eventually, you made the right play doing left side swamp and getting that GT big. Were you ever even thinking about skipping that? Or just...
No.
doing it because you need two things.
I'm
three
a
things.
left side swamp enjoyer. I'll
Hey, high
mostly
five,
always
so
do
am I.
that.
I am also one, so yeah. I approved. And it paid off. Also, really smart going into the front of TR, getting that second sword.
Yeah, I almost
Yep,
floated away and then thought, wait, there's 2 checks right here. I should probably do those.
Yep, that got you a sword faster than PRD. PRD actually had to go through all of GT to find a sword on right side.
Ooh.
That's his last check before he had to just climb without one. So that was a smart play. Heads up.
Yeah, PRD did put the forfeit in, understandably, after forgetting that Super Bunny there. So get your GGs in chat for PRD Wong as well. So PRD forgot or just mistracked Super Bunny, so he forgot about Ether for a pretty long time.
Forgetting about an entrance seems to be the theme of our races this week.
Yeah.
Well, we can split one each way. How do you feel about the early game routing, BDI?
It's interesting. I'm sort of like inverted's one of my not the best seeds. So early game routing's always interesting. And I try to do the like not the most dense, but the second most dense to try and bait out, because I know my execution's probably not going to be as good as some other people. So it was probably a weird route from me. I don't remember exactly where I went.
Yeah, when you start getting all the PRD or the pod small keys early, I'd ask Spirit, it's like, how many pod smalls do you get before you go into pod? And you went there pretty early with 3, I think. That was the plan. And how do you feel about doing early pod and inverted?
Key sanity with pod is interesting because I think I left the big key chest hallway and I died before getting the last dark chest, I think.
Yeah, I got the important thing out there was the book, though.
Yeah.
That allowed you to get the desert early. Yeah, the pod play worked out. And we don't see you did not kill Helmasaur when you were at the end there, when you're going through pod, and instead finally eventually went to Meyer. Any reason why to skip there?
Yeah,
Oh, you had no fire source for one.
For Maya, I was thinking about doing it lampless, and for pod, with fire rod it's easy, with lamp it's easy, but with neither, I'm not really a fan of beating pod.
Okay.
It's too slow.
Kind of suspected when you skipped it. We're also joined by PRD Wong. So congratulations, GG's PRD Wong.
GG's BDI. Yeah, I thought I'd just stop in for a little bit just to say a little something, I guess. I don't know what, but
Well, I mean, you it was just a mistrack, right? Like you thought you
Yeah.
did Super Bunny. Yeah.
yeah. So
That's always tough.
It
That's
ended
always
being
tough.
a lot closer than I thought it would be, though. Really surprised. So
There was a lot of death on both sides. I have never seen anyone before get hit by the murderodactyl while jumping into the water by Meyer Shed.
yeah, it's happened to me before, and I don't have a really good setup yet to completely 100% avoid it. Should have been a little bit safer.
So when you realized that it was Super Bunny that you skipped, what's your thinking at that point? Are you just, because for me, I'm like, I just give up, but you still have there's still a lot of seed to go. So what's your mentality? What were you thinking?
Just gotta try. I mean, you never know. Something could happen on their side, and I felt like I played to the best out that I have, which was to. So I was thinking, okay, let's do left side swamp. Maybe there's a chance he skips it, and then he has to end up doing Ice Palace. And so I was just really hoping for an early sword in GT, and then I thought yeah, I don't know.
Do you know where there was that another sword was?
People have been saying front of TR or something.
Yeah, the front of TR Rock.
That was you know, doing the other check in Skullwoods in the front of TR, like they were, I think they're defensible plays, but felt like I was so far behind. I just had to commit to something and just say, let's find something. There's got to be something early in GT. I was thinking, but I had to basically go through all of it, so that didn't.
Yeah.
Did you enter with any GT smalls?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yes.
I mean,
I think
I had
three.
to take that chance, right? So.
Yeah, 3. We saw 3 that PRDO opened in GT. So there's one on the Torch. I think one was in
DM room.
DM room, and I can't remember where the other one. Rando room.
Fire
or something.
Snake.
Fire Snake. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, it's crazy. No GT smalls. We were really worried about routing, and they're just all there.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I just watching that made me exhausted. That was a quite the journey you guys had to go on to finish that scene.
Yeah, the problem is once I found the hammer, I was like, how does this work? Like, what? Because I didn't really have anything else left, and I kept convincing myself like, maybe it's because I'm supposed to have another pod
Right.
key and I was in pod, and then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I bet the front of TR opens with ether, and I'm supposed to go in through there and use my Samaria, and then I'm sorry, not ether. I had Quake at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll open it with Quake, and it wasn't there, and I was like, I don't know, I missed something, but
Yeah.
after a while I was doing all those checks in between finding hammer and then eventually realizing, I was like, I was trying to figure out the whole time, couldn't get through it. I think I focused more on the Dark World overworld, and I was like, did I do this check? Did I do dig game? Did I do all these different things? And then the mountain just kind of, I spaced on it more. Yeah.
Yeah, the mirror kind of messed you up a little bit because, you know, you're going back and forth between checking things. Usually the early mirror is nice, but it kind of cost you a little bit of time on this one. But yeah, so the seed wanted you to get ether, to go to Meyer, to get the lamp, to get the hammer, to get the glove, to get the flippers in desert. Like, yeah, pretty nuts. Well, GG's to you both. I think I'm out of questions. Like, do you have anything else, or do you guys have anything else you want to say, or?
I have no other questions. I mean, it was a good race. It was fun to watch. Also, annoying to watch because we kept telling you to go to places and you wouldn't go there. Eastern pod, fully clearable.
Well, yeah. Well, GG's to you guys. Good luck the rest of the season, and I think that wraps it up for you guys this week, right? No more inverted for either team. This was game 2.
Yeah, one and one. Game 2 was just
nice. Cool. Well, good luck in co-op cross keys, and I think that's going to do it. So, GG's to everyone. Ike here, thanks for doing comms with me. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to our tracker, Sherna. I'm sorry. I even asked him how to pronounce it, and I'm still going to mess it up. But really appreciate them tracking, and hope everyone had a good time. We'll see you on the next one.